winter is coming.
Hello people, and hello my Chili Con Carnage crew. It is Chili here from Live Listen and Race, and on today's 5-minute review we're going over Weezer's newest EP, SZNZ Winter. Except of course it's the southern hemisphere, so you know, it's summer. You know, I could have saved myself some time and effort here by assuming this album to be a waste of time and reused my content from the last 3 Weezer episodes I have done, but on their last effort from the SZNZ EPs anyway, they actually have done the impossible. They wrote a decent record here. I mean, it's still not a perfect EP, and of course there are some flaws that I will go into later in the episode, but to give you an idea on my mindset, I had written off this record before the release, thinking again that Weezer will not be able to make that superhero landing effort here.
You're gonna do superhero landing. Wait for it!
There you go, Mr. Scary Killer. I'm panicking now.
And for most of their effort, they did fail. But this album I found was rather enjoyable, at least on the surface. Their lead single, I Want a Dog, is a solid track that taps into that inner loneliness as told by Rivers, while being a well-written track that begins off as an acoustic effort before the electric guitars kick this song into gear. Dark Enough to See the Stars sees the lyrics deal with the parables that is life, with a simple yet effective riff played at 4/4 timing. It also gives way in the song to allow a bass and acoustic section, which allows the song to breathe despite being a very short song. A rather effective track here. I also admire the track, The One That Got Away, that just has a kind of 90s surf rock sound with its tone. Now that is said, let's talk about the criticisms I have regarding this album. First off, while I Want a Dog is a damn decent track, it's nothing but rehashed themes of Woe Is Me told by Rivers and done much better on Pinkerton or the Red album. It's like in the near 3 decades since that album's release, he can't get over the self-pity or loathsome of himself, and its continued themes are wearing thin now. It's the same song and dance. Hopefully after all this time he can find some happiness with the dog though. While we are on the subject of this, Rivers does a better job than Andrew Tate of recycling with old musical themes on the song Sheraton Commander, which is the second time, at least to my knowledge, Weezer have written music regarding the Revolutionary War, with the first song being The British Are Coming from Everything Will Be Alright. At least on that song, however, we had some semblance of a pop track with a catchy sung style of that famous line, and the song actually transforming and changing over time like any other tune would. Sheraton Commander, however, is purely a slow death march tune with its drumming pattern, and it goes nowhere musically. It also has nothing to do with the previous themes discussed on the SZNZ EPs, and I feel it has no place on this record. This song doesn't blend into the next track, Dark Enough to See the Stars, so as far as production goes, it's purely confusing and just a waste of a track. It just angers me that this song made the cut. Now, for those who are interested, I will be doing an in-depth episode to be released around the end of January, discussing these 4 SZNZ EPs in more detail. But for now, I feel like I've mentioned all the main points for this record. Overall, I will score this album 4 million chilies on the spicy scale, with my favourite songs being I Want a Dog, Dark Enough to See the Stars, and The One That Got Away. We can finally say this saga is over, and I'm rather thankful that it is. The closing track, The Deep and Dreamless Sleep, does well to close out this era of Weezer, and now we can look forward to the next record, which will probably be a yellow backdrop with the band up front. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving us a like and subscribing to us, as we are a small channel that is growing daily and we release new musical content every week. We are also doing live videos which will be out every Friday. Also, don't forget everyone to have a great day and stay spicy. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Live Listen or Race, and if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you share it with all your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our Chili Con Carnage crew so you can get notified for all the future videos that we put out, as we put out videos every Friday. Also, we are on Discord, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter over at Live Listen or Race, so make sure to tune in over there. And don't forget to like this video so that our manager can stay very happy.